Okay, my student, as I promised you in the last session, or in the last part of this session, that in this session we are going to begin looking on the another part which is found within the synapse. Remember, we are discussing on the structure of the synapse or the chemical synapse. We have seen the presynaptic membrane, and also now we have to see also what is the postsynaptic membrane and the content which are found within it. So here we are saying that the membrane or postsynaptic membrane contain large protein molecule which act as the receptor site for the transmitters substances, and numerous chemicals and pores for the movement of ions into the postsynaptic membrane. We're going to see this in the figure 4.15. Hapa sasa tunasema kwamba kwenye hile postsynaptic membrane, hile membrane ya mwisho sasa inayo connect na hile synaptic cleft thereafter na the presynaptic membrane. Kwa tunasema ndani ya hile postsynaptic membrane we have large molecules of proteins. Large molecules of a protein. These large molecules of protein that are found within the postsynaptic membrane, they act as receptors. You know the function of the receptor is to receive the stimulus or to receive any kinds of stimulus from the external environment. So it acts as a receptor site for the transmitter. So ina act kama receptor site za zile transmitters ambazo zinatoka kwenye hile presynaptic membrane. So and numerous chemical or numerous channels and pores for the movement of the ions in the postsynaptic membrane. So not only proteins molecule or large molecules of protein, also we have small pores which are found within the postsynaptic membrane. As you can see in this diagram, that this is the structure of the chemical synapse. This one is the structure of the chemical synapse. And within the chemical synapse, or we can say that within the chemical synapse is where now we have almost two parts. This one is the presynaptic membrane. Hii membrane yote hapa tunaita presynaptic membrane. Lakini hii membrane ya chini hapa tunaita postsynaptic membrane. Hii yote tunaita postsynaptic membrane. Tukianza na presynaptic membrane. Within presynaptic membrane we have mitochondria. This one are the mitochondria which help in providing the energy while the neurons or while the impulses are propagated within it. And also apart from that we have synaptic vesicles contain neurotransmitter substance. Kwa ndani ya his synaptic vessels is where now there is neurotransmitters which help in transmission of the nerve impulse. So that is all about the synaptic membrane or presynaptic membrane. And also now when we are coming in this structure, that is ni dendrite sasa. Hii ni dendrite ya other neuron. And now tunasema kwamba we have this receptor protein, this red-like structure. This receptor protein for the transmitters. So hii hapa ya katikati, huu wazi wa katikati hapa ndio tunaita synaptic cleft. So huu wazi wa katikati hapa it is approximated about 20 nanometers. Huu wazi hapo length yake. And also we have this ion channel which help in facilitating the movement of the neurotransmitter to the another neuron. So now you can see this one is the end of the axon. Mwishoni kabisa wa axon. Lakini hii hapa ndio synaptic knob yote. Lakini pia tuna synaptic cleft na tuna hii dendrite in general. So my student, we have seen neurotransmitters. We don't know what are those neurotransmitters and how can it facilitate the movement of the impulse or the movement of the information from one neuron to another neuron. So here we are saying that the neurotransmitter substances either produced by the cell body of the neurons or synaptic knob. So hizi neurotransmitters zinazalishwa kwenye kwenye cell body of the neuron au inazalishwa kwenye synaptic knob. So you have to know the origin of these neurotransmitters. So these substances are synthesized by the enzyme stored in the cell body. zinatengenezwa zinatengenezwa na enzyme humo kwenye cell body, lakini au humo kwenye synaptic knob, lakini zina bestowed, zinatunzwa kwenye cell body of the neuron. And now the neurotransmitter allow the transmission of the signal from one neuron to the next across the synapse. So hizi neurotransmitters ndizo ambazo zina enhance transmission of the nerve impulse kutoka kwenye neuron moja kwenda kwenye neuron nyingine. And also we can say that there are many types of neurotransmitters, and these include acetylcholine, we have norepinephrine, and also we have serotonin, we have dopamine, and we have glutaminate. Hizi zote ni neurotransmitters ambazo zinasaidia transmission of the nerve impulse. Lakini sasa hizi zote ni neurotransmitters, lakini tuna neurotransmitters ambazo ziko specialized kwa ajili ya kutransmit stimulus au impulse. So the two common neurotransmitters for invertebrate, in all vertebrate, that is in animal, for example human being, they use acetylcholine, that is ACH, an ammonium compound, and also we use this norepinephrine called the noradrenaline. So hizi ndizo neurotransmitter mbili common zinazotumika kwenye all vertebrate for the transmission of the nerve impulse. So the neuron using the acetylcholine as the neurotransmitter are described as cholinergic neurons, while those using neuropinephrine au noradrenaline are called the adrenergic or adrenergic neuron. Kwa sasa ile neuron ina depend imetumia neurotransmitter hipi. So ile neuron ambayo inatumia acetylcholine inaitwa cholinergic neuron, lakini ile neuron ambayo inatumia norepinephrine hiyo itaitwa adrenergic neuron. These things you have to keep it into your mind. So other day you can be asked to distinguish between cholinergic neuron and these adrenergic neurons. So it depends on the number of the impulse, or it depends on the neurotransmitter that helps in the transmission of the nerve impulse within the organism, mainly vertebrate. So now we can say that this norepinephrine is released in the synaptic or sympathetic nervous system by some nerves, while this acetylcholine is released by all nerves except some nerves in the brain. Kwa hiyo sasa hii pia hizi nerves au hizi neurotransmitters zinatofautiana kwenye kufanya kazi au kwenye kutransmit impulse. Kwa mfano hapa tumesema kwamba we have this norepinephrine. Hii norepinephrine it is released by sympathetic nervous system. We're going later on to see this is sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. I hope you will understand even to differentiate. But here you have only to know that this norepinephrine, that is neurotransmitter, inabe released au inaproduciwa au inatolewa pale ambapo panakuwa na sympathetic nervous system by some nerves. Lakini tukija kuongelea hii acetylcholine is released by all nerves. Nerves zote zinazopatikana within the vertebrate organism except the nerves that are found within the brain. So zile nerves ambazo zinapatikana ndani ya brain hazitumii hii tunayoita inayoitwa azililizi hii compound au hii neurotransmitter ambayo inaitwa acetylcholine. So why you have to go and Google so that you can get a lot of information. That's why the nerves which are found within the brain, they do not use acetylcholine or they do not release acetylcholine in transmission of the nerve impulse. So here that you have to know is that all nerves which are found within the vertebrate, they release acetylcholine, except the nerves which are found within the brain. Lakini ile norepinephrine ambayo ina be released as a neurotransmitter inaliliziwa na sympathetic nervous system zote. So tukiongelea zile sympathetic nervous system zote zinazopatikana ndani ya all vertebrate. A good example is the human being. So my student, after we have seen now all of those, all of the neurotransmitters which are found within the synapse, and this marks the end of today's session. But also in the next session, I would like to invite you again so that we are going to proceed more further to see the characteristics, the structure of these neurotransmitters and how can it facilitate transmission of the nerve impulses. So thank you for following us, Educare TZ, and bye bye. Have a nice moment.